Okay.
All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, welcome back to the Chisme Chronicles podcast.
Episode 2.
Episode number 2. My name is Roman, and I'm here with my niece.
Kaylee.
And we hope you guys saw the first episode. If you didn't, go check it out. That was pretty interesting. And we're back for some more Am I the Asshole Reddit stories.
This one's going to be better, I promise.
So how did you feel yesterday after our first episode?
Good. I feel like it's having it be uploaded was pretty funny to me because it feels like we're messing around, but it's for real. It's legit.
Yeah, like obviously we're legit. We got our on-air sign now. We just got that courtesy of Amazon.com.
Big investments here.
Well, not courtesy. We had to freaking pay for it. So it's not like they gave it to us. But yeah.
Amazon, please sponsor us.
Yeah. But yeah, first episode was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And I feel like we got some pretty good stories for today too. I know mine are pretty good.
Mine are even, I feel like I had some good ones yesterday. The ones for today are even better.
Okay, so
we're stepping it up.
Should I kick it off?
Kick it off.
Okay, I'm gonna kick it off.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. So the story number 1 is, am I the asshole for calling my coworker chunky after she repeatedly called me slim and makes references to my weight after I asked her multiple times not to?
Okay.
I have a female coworker who repeatedly calls me out regarding my weight. I'm female, 5'9", 115 pounds, and very thin. She is very overweight. All the time, she makes comments about my weight. She doesn't call me by my name. She calls me slim, and even heard her say one time, "Go ask Toothpick."
Oh my God.
She's going hard. And she has said stuff like, you need some meat on your bones, and you need to eat. I have only worked there 8 days. I have asked her very nicely to stop. Yesterday, I asked her to stop calling me slim again, and she basically said it's her mouth and she can say what she wants. Today, when she said morning slim, I replied, morning chunky. And she got upset and actually started crying. Everybody here at work, only 6 of us total, is saying I'm wrong and I should apologize because because being called fat is different than being called skinny, because being called skinny is a compliment. I said as long as she calls me slim, I will call her chunky. And now I'm the bad person? Am I the asshole if I don't apologize? The owner-manager has completely ignored the situation, saying it's a high school issue and we should figure it out. And then there's an edit. Edit for more info.
Okay.
We don't have HR. There's only 6 of us working here. It's a cupcake shop. They're all regular employees. She went to the owner before, calling her chunky to see if there's anything that he could do because she felt like she was being harassed. That's when he said that we can handle it ourselves, and that's why she decided to call her chunky. I told her to stop calling me slim, and she didn't like it, and she continued to do it. So she didn't stop doing it after I asked multiple times, and I didn't know what to do besides what she was doing to me. She brought up my weight. I brought up hers.
Okay. Is that the end of the story?
That's the end of the story.
Absolutely not the asshole. It's hilarious. That's a hilarious comeback.
Yeah, like this is similar to not that the story's similar, but what I feel is similar to a story that we went over yesterday, and that we were talking about how people if they say like, oh well, skinny is being called skinny is a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to who? Not to me. If that person feels self-conscious about their weight being really thin, like,
yes.
I don't feel, I kind of don't like, maybe she doesn't feel self-conscious, but clearly she doesn't like being called slim, toothpick,
right,
skinny, you need some meat on your bones, all this stuff.
Right.
But like people will tend to focus on like, oh well, that's not mean. Being called fat is mean, but being called toothpick or skinny is not mean. And it's like, well, yeah, it is if the person doesn't like it and they've already told you that they don't like it.
I feel like if we're speaking kind of in general terms, being called skinny is different than being called fat, in my opinion, in general terms, right? But after hearing that she told her that she didn't like it, and then being called skinny one time, like, is not a big deal. If somebody's calling it to you repeatedly and you don't like it, also those are, it's a completely different circumstance.
Yeah, I agree with that, but like it's I agree with that, but because she already voiced her.
No, the other
her
girl's
sentiment.
wrong. She was harassing her. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's like, look, I don't like being called that.
That's a
And-
hilarious comeback.
But I hate that, like, I hate that the coworkers are like that. Like,
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, I don't like it. It's not cool. It doesn't make me feel good.
Right.
And then she's like, well, I'm gonna call you whatever I want.
Right. And I feel like maybe, and not that this is right, but I feel like maybe if the other girl had been working there longer and maybe she had like more time to make better relationships with those coworkers, maybe there'd be more of a divide. You know, I don't know how long the chunkier girl has been working there, but if they've been working together for years and all of a sudden, like, you know, they're getting a story from her, it's like, oh, this new girl just called me fat, you know, with little context, then maybe that's why they're taking her side.
Although I feel that, like, there's such a horrible double standard with so many things. Like, I feel like even if she was there for several months, that people were still going to take the overweight girl's
maybe so
side. I don't know. That's
maybe
just,
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt.
I'd like to, but like just in my life, I feel like it's always like, the double standard always wins. Yeah. You know,
I hear you.
And it's just like it's super annoying. Like I read it and I thought it was, to me, I'm like, yeah, justice. You know, I'm all about like the justice. Like, yeah, get her back. Like, obviously she's making you feel bad. Like get her back, you know? But then it's like, and then it's just like, oh man, this is stupid when everyone's like supporting the other person.
Yeah. And also that sucks so bad because she's been working there for 8 days. I feel like nobody plans on starting a job and only being there for like a short period of time. So now it's like, what do? Like, all of your coworkers hate you. The boss is refusing to step in, which, by the way, I kind of understand why he's refusing to step in, because that's such a weird issue to like manage, you know? And if they don't have like an HR department, like, he's not trained for that.
Yeah. I mean, but like it's a cupcake shop. Yeah. There's 6 people there. You don't need an HR department. Right. You need a leader to step in and say, hey, if someone's asking you to stop calling them names, they've asked you to repeatedly, you need to stop. Yeah. Like, I feel like that's such a simple thing to do. It seems like he's like, well, it's not a big deal. And I don't want to deal with it. Right. You know, kind of like more of an attitude of like, well, I don't want to deal with it. So like, I mean, high school
drama,
like whatever. But what sucks though is for the person that, the person that's going through it, like the employee that's being called slim. What sucks for her is that if she was more of like a timid person, she was just gonna get like, oh yeah, every day slim, skinny, blah blah blah. Because there's people like that. Like, there's people that are just like calm and just more timid and like, oh man, why I'm scared to stand up for myself. But I'm like, hell yeah, because she stood up for herself.
Yeah, I'm proud of her. That was a funny way to get the other person to notice that what she was doing is like especially hurtful. Yeah. Yeah. I wish the owner would have stepped in, because again, I'm always about like, you know, being fair and being just and stuff. And I think about the person that could have been very timid, could have been very shy, hates confrontation, you know? So they're just like, oh man, there's nothing I can do. They're just going to bully me. Yeah. And then I'm going to leave. And then everybody else is like, hey, what's up, Slim? Then the other coworkers start calling her Slim. And I can just see it like, you know, escalating, turning into this whole like situation. But I think it's awesome that she stood up for herself and she's like, good morning, Chunky. Like, what's up? I mean, such a like, funny.
You know what I mean? You want to battle? Yeah. I mean, you want to get in a dust up right
now?
now?
You want to go, Chunky?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You want to get in a dust up? I'll dust you up right now.
Yeah. Chubby.
But people also voted like that she's not the
asshole. Yeah. That feels just. I'm happy that she at least got her justice on the internet. Yeah. Okay. Are you ready? This one's kind of spicy.
Sheesh. Okay.
This one's a little TOS.
Ooh.
No, but it's pretty clean, but it's funny though. Okay. Am I the asshole for showing my twin sister's OnlyFans to our parents?
Oh.
Wait. Okay.
Damn.
Should we say OF? I don't know what's TOS or not.
I don't know.
We're going to say OF. Just because.
No, there's other podcasts that they have OnlyFans models and they're talking about it all the time.
Awesome. Okay, cool. I, 18 female. So for your sake, an 18 female person is right.
Okay. I'm learning.
For the non-Redditors. I and my identical twin sister, obviously also 18 and female, have always had a tumultuous and competitive relationship. We've always fought over everything. guys, clothes, friends, etc. But our relationship came to a halt a few weeks ago when a mutual guy friend of ours sent me a link to an OnlyFans profile with an attached image that stated, "This you?" ? Confused, I clicked the link and was shocked to discover that the profile belonged to my twin sister. The profile picture was very clearly a scantily clad image of her, and the username was my nickname that literally everyone in my life uses.
Oh my gosh.
I asked our friend about it, and he told me that he had discovered the profile through Twitter and then subscribed to the profile, which included dozens of videos of her doing ... spicy things, to say the least. Solo and with a partner.
Oh my gosh.
All of which use her face showing. They worded that weird, but her face was in it. I was floored and in a fit of rage showed the profile to our parents. I mean, literally anyone who saw that profile and knows us would immediately assume it's me, and considering she's basically going by my name. Our parents forced her to delete the profile and hasn't spoken to me since, claiming that I not only ruined her main source of income but also betrayed her trust. However, I think she betrayed my trust by going by my nickname. Am I the asshole? I feel like very clearly not the asshole, but this was just a crazy story.
Yeah, I feel like that one is like I have mixed feelings.
Ooh.
But like the nickname is the issue.
Yeah.
The nickname is the issue, because like obviously if the girl wants to do okay, the fact that they're identical twins, and if she wants to have an OnlyFans, well, it's got nothing to. I mean, unfortunately, that's what she wants. I mean, like
that's what she wants to do.
Unfortunate for the twin sister,
right?
The one that has the OnlyFans account. Well, that's what she wants to do.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It sucks that you guys look that you guys are identical. So okay, that sucks for you if you're not like don't want to be associated with that, or you're not about it. That sucks for her, but she's the twin sister that has it is in her right, and whatever, do whatever you want to do. The problem is like, why did she use the nickname? Right. So I can see why she would be like really upset and want to show the parents, like, because it's almost like, hey, why are you making this seem like it's me? Mm-hmm. You know, like this is not me. Mm-hmm. And I get why the sister that has the account feels like she betrayed her trust. Like, hey, why are you telling my parents about it? Yeah. But it's kind of like, well, you kind of forced my hand because like you used my name, you used my nickname. So I mean, I was just saying like, I get how she feels like she got betrayed. Right. But you kind of set yourself up for that by using someone else's name and kind of making it seem like it's them. So yeah, I also feel like she's not the asshole. Yeah, I'm actually going to backtrack a little bit. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I'm going to call her a little bit the asshole, only because I feel like she could have handled the situation by telling her parents, like, hey, this is the situation, like, whatever. But she says that she sent them the profile, which, like, oh, yeah. The parents did not need to see that. I feel like it could have been handled the exact same without the parents, like, getting so directly involved. That's also, not that I was thinking about that specifically, but that's also kind of like why my gut feeling was a little bit like, you know what I mean? Like, because she could also, why did she tell the parents? Also, you could also go a step further and say, well, why didn't she deal with this directly with the sister? Yeah, I feel like, yes, you know what I mean? Like, true. Hey, dude, you want to do that? Do your thing. Yeah. But like, why are you change the name? Like, and then if she doesn't respect the wishes, then I understand maybe they need to get the parents involved, you know? Yeah. Because obviously they're 18. Their parents are probably still very much, I mean, it sounds like their parents are still very much involved in their lives and everything. But they are adults, and I feel like she could have maybe, gone to the sister first. Yeah. I mean, the sister is very clearly the asshole. I'm just kind of, for sure. 100% sister's the asshole. We're just trying to figure out, like, is she like the asshole a little bit? Yeah. You know, is she also the asshole? Wrong? Is she also wrong? I don't think her feelings are wrong. I don't think that wanting to, like, obviously defend her name is wrong. Like, that's all fine. Like, I also hate when my name is associated. If, you know, when I was younger, if like, hey, this happened, or like I was if somehow, your twin brother started an OnlyFans. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, not as hardcore as that. But like, I get the need of like wanting to clear your name. Yeah, you know, especially like if her friend randomly found that on Twitter, that's like, oh my gosh, who else in my circle is Yeah.
It's just like they don't even tell me, and they think that I'm doing this on the side.
So for sure the sister's the asshole.
Yeah.
The one that has the account and is using the name.
Right.
And I think that the sister whose name was being used is like a little bit the asshole.
Take a shot every time we say asshole in this podcast.
Damn, be all drunk. like say that 5 times real fast.
Asshole. Just kidding.
Yeah, I was saying that a lot, right? I just realized.
Yeah. I was kind of catching it halfway through.
I was trying to like get, do a mental summary, or not even mental. I was trying to like, verbalize yeah. the summary.
Yeah.
All right. My turn?
Yes, your turn.
All right, here we go. The next story is titled, "Am I the asshole for sleeping naked on top of the covers to teach my roommate's girlfriend a lesson?"
Okay.
Okay. So I, 21-year-old guy, live with my childhood best friend, 22, also a guy, and have done for 2 years now. Up until last week, things were perfect between us. However, he recently got a new girlfriend, 23, female, and she honestly seems absolutely great except for one thing.
She's a cougar. I'm just kidding.
She seemingly has a complete aversion to knocking. She and I have quite a lot in common, and I actually like spending time with her. However, it bugs the hell out of me when she just barges into my room without knocking first. Now, she's never walked in on me doing anything. I'm usually just chilling on my bed or studying at my desk. However, on at least 7 separate occasions now, she's done it first thing in the morning to ask if I want coffee. I sleep naked. Every time prior to the last one, I've been under the covers and she hasn't seen anything. I always point out that she could have, and she just giggles and says, "But I didn't." When she stayed over last week, in order to make my point, I intentionally slept on top of the covers. Sure enough, she barges in at 7 a.m., begins to ask if I want coffee, and sees my you-know-what. She immediately backed out of the room and didn't speak to me the rest of the day. My roommate later pulled me aside and said I was out of order, accused me of deliberately exposing myself, and pointed out that I'd threatened to do it before. I literally just said, "Okay, but what if I had no covers and you saw everything before?" That's
right.
They're now framing this to others that I'm some sick creep who intentionally got naked and lay in wait of her because that's how I get my rocks off. And I'm kind of seeing how it came off that way. Am I the asshole for doing this?
This is, regardless of whether he's the asshole or not, this is amazing revenge. Same as the first one.
Dude, I love the justice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, like, why do you keep, and why did she do, he's like, hey, like, why do you keep coming in? What if you saw something?
Yeah.
And she's like, but I didn't.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, then why do you keep barging in at 7 a.m.? Like, you're trying to see something.
Yeah. I don't think she's trying to see something.
She's trying to see something.
I don't think she's trying to see something.
I think she's trying.
I don't know if he's the asshole or not. She sucks first of all, who raised this woman? You don't knock?
Dude, not cool, especially if like they've told you. This is what I don't understand. Like, people are telling you to stop doing something.
Yes.
And like, why do so many of these stories like have this? Like,
just like people have no like awareness, like, or they don't care or something. I don't know. Also, is there there's an apartment with no locks on the doors?
So like in the comments, it said like somebody said, "Hey, why don't you just put a lock on your door?"
Right.
And he's like, "Oh, our lease doesn't allow us to like put locks on our doors."
Also, not that that's necessarily his responsibility. I mean, she needs to knock.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a stranger.
But like, and I also get like some people may have no idea how to change a lock. But if your lease says you can't put locks, put a lock on. Like when I had roommates, I always had a lock on my door, and not only a regular lock, like just like the standard residential locks where it's just like where you turn the little thing on the inside. No, mine had like a lock. That kind of lock, but also a lock with a key on the other side.
You had horrible roommates.
No, they were amazing.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but I'm just crazy. Like, I just like don't like people like using my bathroom.
I'm gonna be honest. If I had a lease that said like, "Oh, you can't have locks on your door," I would probably be too lazy to put a lock on the door.
It's so easy. Well, anyway.
But you assume that people knock. You know what I mean?
And also people. Some people are not handy. They don't know how to do that. But anyway, someone said like, "Hey, well, you could put like a little door stopper, a little wedge at the bottom." And he's like, "Oh, I didn't know."
But also, that's not his responsibility.
Yeah, true. So,
do I think he's the asshole or not? I'm not positive, but The roommate's not wrong in being like, hey, you did this on purpose. He did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
yeah, he exposed himself to her on purpose. Is he wrong for it? I'm not sure, but he did.
no, he didn't expose him. He didn't expose himself to her on purpose.
He knew she was gonna come in, so that's on purpose.
But what if she didn't come in though?
He was expecting her to.
He wanted to teach her a lesson.
Yeah.
But so I'm like, you can sleep however you want. Like you can sleep however you want in your room. It's your room, right?
Yeah.
She needs to learn her lesson and knock before she walks in.
100%.
So
she's a grown woman.
He's told her multiple times, like, you need a knock.
Yeah.
And she, like, you need a knock. You need a knock. You need a knock.
Yeah. I don't know if she wanted to see him.
Hopefully she knocks, you know. Like,
I don't know if she necessarily wanted to see him. I don't want to, like, put that on her. I don't know. But I feel like maybe, I mean, if I walked in on somebody one time and I just saw that they had nothing on under the sheets or they told me, I would freak out and I would knock 10 times before ever going into that person's room again.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm saying, like, I don't know if she wanted to see him, but maybe she kind of thought it was funny to, like, embarrass him or something.
She got played.
She got
played because.
And then it's so weird. I mean, I understand
she played herself.
Yeah,
she played
herself. I understand telling the boyfriend or whatever. But also, like, I feel like if this was me, and it would never because I wasn't raised by wolves. But if this is me, I feel like I would tell the boyfriend or my boyfriend or whatever and immediately be like, but like frame it in a way where like, this is my fault, but like, this is what happened. And, you know, I'm so embarrassed, you know, as opposed to like, I walked in on your roommate and I saw his everything because he was totally naked and it's his fault.
Yeah, exactly. But also like, what I think is interesting about these stories is like that I see these like mentalities that don't make any sense to me. And I'm like, is the rest of the world like this? Or is this just a very few, like, what, like, or maybe it's all the time when the person is not the asshole, the other person that is the asshole, they're like crazy. Yeah. Because how do you say, hey, it's your roommate's fault that I saw him naked because he was naked in his room on his bed and I walked in without knocking, but all of that is his fault. It's his fault that I walked in. It's his fault I didn't knock. He did this to me. It's his fault that he's naked on the bed. Like, that stuff doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah. And the fact that the boyfriend's like, you know, kind of like supporting her. Yeah. That's crazy.
The lack of self-reflection is a regular conversation in this household. I don't know if we have too much self-reflection or maybe the rest of the world just has zero, but
like the lack of self-reflection of other people.
Yeah. Yeah. Not
I just want to clarify that. It's not us.
No, we're perfect. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So I just thought that was pretty crazy.
That was pretty good. Pretty funny. Okay. This one, also strap in. This is another 10 out of 10. Good one. Okay. Pretty wild. Ready for the title? Am I the asshole for forcing my son to use a bidet and threatening to talk to his friends or take him to the doctor about his underwear?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Okay. For some reason, my 14-year-old son... Wait, okay, I'm sorry. It's so good. For some reason, my 14-year-old son cannot wipe properly.
14?
14.
Sheesh.
This was never a concern to me as his mom did the laundry. Unfortunately, she is sick right now and I have taken over the household chores that she used to handle. My son is still responsible for his and I do mine as well as hers. First day I did laundry, I gagged and almost puked from his underwear. If he were 3 and not fully potty trained, I might understand how they ended up like this. But he is a healthy young man. He should not be leaving his ass this unwiped. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. I talked to him about it and he said he would make I cannot read this. I'm sorry. Okay. We're going to cut this. I can't even read it. Okay, I talked to him about it and he said he would make an effort to do a better job. Nope, no change in the situation. So I went to the hardware store and installed a wand bidet in the bathroom he uses. We already have one in ours. I told him that he has a choice of either using the bidet or washing his own underwear. He doesn't know how to use the washing machine and he refuses to do them by hand. He started going commando, which just meant the problem was in his genes now. So I said that we might need to take him to the doctor to see what's wrong with him, if it's physical or psychological. I also said that the next time his friends were over, I was going to ask them if they leave their underwear in the same condition. And then in all caps, I would never actually embarrass him like that. He said I was being an asshole, and he called his mom to tell her what I was doing. She said that he was just like that, and I could deal with it until she was better. He started using the bidet, and he says that it's just gross and weird. I said it's grosser and weirder for a 14-year-old boy to crap his pants every day. We were both stressed about his mom and the situation. We were both stressed about his mom, but the situation isn't because of her. I asked her. That's it.
Wow. I don't think he's an asshole.
The dad or the son?
I don't think the dad's an asshole.
Okay.
Like, I mean, you're 14 years old. You're like 14. You're in 8th grade, or you're a freshman in high school already.
Oh
you are an adult.
Yeah.
You can realize that having crap all over your pants is not normal. It's not what you should do, and therefore you should figure out how to do it. So if your parents are telling you wipe better or wash that ass, you gotta wash that ass, boy. Then you gotta do it. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you're not a 4-year-old kid that may not fully understand, like,
how to wipe your ass.
Like, I don't think the dad's an asshole at all. What did people vote?
I think, hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, not the asshole.
Okay.
Different take here. I feel like both of the parents are kind of the asshole.
So, okay, it sounds like the mom already knows the situation because she's the one that does the laundry. Right. So what I think is that it's a parent's responsibility to teach the kid what he has to do.
Right.
And the dad he's doing laundry probably for the first time since maybe in a while.
Right.
So he clearly saw the issue and now he's addressing it. So
right.
I feel like he's not the asshole because he's trying to, like, yo, what's up with this? Like, and installed the bidet, told him to wipe,
right,
told him to use the bidet so that he can wash it and then dry it or whatever.
Right.
And then the son,
his asshole.
Yeah, wash that ass.
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
so he's kind of like trying to do his part and
right.
like and the kid's like, oh, that's gross. I don't know how to do that.
Right.
Or I don't want to wash my own underwear by hand, or I don't know how to use a laundromat. It's kind of like, yo, get it together, my boy.
Right.
Like, you're 14 years old.
Right. But what I'm saying is, like, okay, we remember middle school. We remember early high school. There were so many people that just straight up stank. If his kid's underwear is as bad as he's saying, there's no way that the parents haven't smelled him after a long day and been like, oh my God, you smell like poop.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and at how long does it take you to step in? You know what I mean? The mom sucks, because how do you see your kid with shitty underwear? She's the one that does laundry. First of all, if you're 14, you gotta know how to do laundry. Yeah.
So I also want to say, we don't know how bad this is.
Like, it sounds bad
because so
if there's any poop on your underwear, it's bad.
But not bad enough where it's gonna smell. You're just gonna stink, like, where it's gonna smell like crap.
I feel like it might.
Like, because look, this is what I can see. This is what I can.
He's not wearing a thong. I feel like if it's enough that it's getting on there, it's bad.
But this is what I can imagine.
Maybe he's wearing a thong.
Like, okay, if he doesn't know how to wipe, if he doesn't wipe very good, then what's gonna happen? He's gonna have an itchy ass. So then he's digging in his ass.
Oh my gosh!
He's scratching.
You're right.
He's scratching his butt through his jeans.
I did not anticipate.
See what I'm saying?
Deep diving this so much.
So he's like, hey, yo, I go take a dump. I don't wipe that good. So later on, I'm running around. I'm 14-year-old kid. I'm whatever, and then, like, yo, you didn't clean that good, so now your ass is itchy.
Yeah.
So, like, now you're like, now you're scratching in there.
Yeah.
So now you're getting it all on your underwear. So that's kind of like how I see it. 'Cause, like, you're 14. There's not gonna be a turd. There isn't a turd on there.
Do we know this? I'm just kidding. No, I totally get what you're saying.
He's cleaning himself, but he's obviously doing something to try to clean, but it's just not good.
Yeah.
So then I feel like his underwears are always going to be stained with crap.
Yeah.
And it's not enough to be like, it's not a freaking turd.
Cerote in there.
Not a seroton, you know? Big old
Oh man.
Big old dookie.
Okay, here's another reason. I feel like threatening to tell the friends is a little bit of an asshole move, especially because he didn't actually mean it. Like, he's just scaring his son, and like, being 14 sucks. Everything sucks so bad. And I feel like even the threat, like, I would never invite, I mean, not that this was my situation at all, but if for whatever reason I was this 14-year-old kid, I would never invite my friends over again. I would never feel comfortable because, like, what if my dad asked them if they have shit in their underwear, and that was a private and personal issue that I was having. It's a little bit of an asshole move.
A little bit.
Not like, I'm not like super hating on the dad. I will say maybe whatever, the dad wasn't aware of the situation. I am hating on the mom a little bit, only because she's the one that typically does the laundry.
Yeah, she said, oh.
So she needed to kind of address this issue beforehand. I feel like 14 is late in the game to learn how to wipe your ass.
Yeah. He got the itchy ass.
Disgusting.
Maybe he's got itchy ass.
I mean, he needs to go to the doctor.
He's got to clean. He's got to clean better for sure.
Yeah.
And like, they got to tell him, you know, and also it's like, hey, I'm not going to be cleaning this anymore.
Right.
You don't want to wash them by hand? Okay, then this is how you use the laundry.
You need to learn how to use a washing machine by the time you're 14 years old.
Yeah, like, this is how you wash. This is how you wash. Fine, yeah. Wash it yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't want to wear underwear, you want to go commando now? Fine. Then I'm not gonna wash your jeans.
You're buying your own jeans.
Yeah.
Also.
Now your jeans are all got skid marks. Got skid marks all over them.
You got shitty jeans.
And then he's gonna have to watch. Like, at some point, like, if you stop doing things for your kids,
yeah, they have to learn.
They're gonna have to learn.
Yeah.
So that's also the thing, you know, like,
yeah.
It sounds like the mom was like, oh yeah, that's just how he is, and the dad's like, was like, what?
No.
Like,
yeah.
what? No, we're gonna fix this.
And to clarify, I'm not trying to put more hate on the mom. If the dad was the one that was regularly doing laundry and just dealing with the shitty underwear, then it would be more his fault. You know what I mean?
What you mean with this shitty situation?
The shitty situation. No, yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Yeah, good story though.
Yeah,
like
that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
Thank you.
I like that he went in and got like the little wand bidet.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a wand bidet, but like, I mean, first of all, it's not like a very popular thing in the United States.
Right.
You know, but it is more popular, especially in Europe. Like, there's bidets everywhere.
Cleaner.
I have a friend of mine that we went to Europe. We were in Italy one time, and
oh no.
we were in Italy one time. This buddy of mine, we were at this this is back when we were in college. And we went to Rome for like a short study abroad program, and we were in this apartment, and like, we're all walking in, and everyone's like checking it out and stuff. We're all excited, and everyone's touring the entire thing, right? So he's this buddy of mine. He's Mexican, from Mexico, but he's been in the States since he was like 18 or 19 years old. So he like goes and checks out the restroom, and he comes out and he's like, Roman. He's like, yo, there's 2 toilets in there.
Oh my god!
Like, why are there 2 toilets in there? And I was like, what? And I was all like 90% sure. I was like, it's gonna be a bidet.
Yeah.
And then I walk in there, and I'm like, sure enough, it was a bidet. But and I was like, no, bro, this is like a bidet. It's like, this is where you wash that ass. You know what I'm saying? So you don't end up with the skid marks. But
so you didn't know how to wipe either.
What?
I'm
what
just
are you
kidding.
talking about?
You relied on bidets to not have skid marks too.
What?
I was saying you also relied on a bidet to not have skid marks.
No.
I'm kidding. You're like, we're cutting this.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about?
I'm joking.
But it was so funny though how, like, I'm saying, like, in the US, that's not like a popular thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, first time I ever saw a bidet, I'm not sure what context it was in, but I thought it was to wash your feet. And I took my sister in there, whatever bathroom we were in. I don't remember the context, but I took her in there, and I was like, look at this. Like, this is crazy. They have something to wash your feet in the bathroom. It was a bidet, but it just like went to the floor.
Okay, yeah.
And it had like a drain.
Because what I was going to say is there are some that are low. That are low, so you just kind of
it didn't look like... I know the ones that look like a tiny toilet.
There's the ones that are like a toilet.
Yeah. No, this one like went to the floor, and I was like, oh my gosh, look. And I'm so glad we didn't use it to wash our feet.
Yeah, do you use the wand? Do you scrub with the wand?
Just like washing our legs.
Yeah.
Gross.
Wow, we went pretty deep on that.
Yeah.
We went pretty deep on
It was a
on-
lot
on
to
the
kind of pull apart.
No, I mean just also
to
elaborating on bidets.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for all the Americans that don't know about bidets,
Yeah.
we're educating.
Yeah.
This is an educational podcast.
Educational and entertainment.
Yeah.
So that was our fourth story, right?
I think
That was 4 stories.
Did you read 2?
Yeah, I did read 2.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And
Fourth
you
story.
did too? Awesome. I mean, we knocked that out like in 36 minutes.
Yeah.
Not bad. So we'll wrap it up then, right? We're done.
Yeah, I feel like end of episode
I
2.
feel like that's a pretty good episode.
Pretty solid.
We'll end on the deep dive into the bidets.
Yeah.
We don't have to go any deeper into anything else.
Yeah, we don't need we don't need any more
Yeah.
details about that.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks for tuning in. Once again to the Chisme Chronicles, episode number 2.
Educating all of America.
Yeah. Comment down below if you have a bidet. And also let us know which one was your favorite story and if you agree with our verdicts.
Right. What kind of stories you guys want to hear?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Drop a comment down below if you have a link to an interesting story and you want to hear our take.
Yeah. We have all the best opinions here.
All the best.
Yeah.
Good, bad, and sometimes shitty opinions.
Sometimes about shitty opinions.
And shitty situations.
All
right, we're signing out. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you on the next episode. Peace.